2 minutes ago. Did you hear that bang?
And we know for definite that there was 2 people that passed away here.
There's a bullet. Did you just whistle?
No, there's not a whistle as well.
Sleeping heavy.
Hi guys, Scott here from TEPIS Paranormal. Today I'm heading out to Drake's Island, a small, fortified island just off the coast of Plymouth. It's close enough to see from the mainland, but once the boat pulls away, it feels completely separate from it. Over the centuries, the island has served as a military stronghold, a defensive outpost, and eventually a place left behind. What remains now is a maze of tunnels, gun batteries and casemates, shaped by conflict, isolation and time. This visit took place during the afternoon and into the early evening, as a part of a guided ghost hunt organised by Shadow Tor Paranormal, who regularly investigate historic sites like this across the southwest. As the day unfolded, we moved through different areas of the island, some busy, some quiet, each with its own atmosphere. Rather than steering the experience, I let it unfold as it came. What you're about to see is simply the day as it happened, shaped by the places we visited and the moments we found ourselves in. Once we'd arrived and got settled on the island, the group was split into 3 smaller groups. These groups were then sent off to various different points of the island to begin their investigation. My group was first sent into the underground tunnels with guides Becky and Matt. We walked through the dark underground tunnels, and conducted a number of experiments, ranging from calling out.
Does anyone feel brave enough to do like calling out?
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like what? So what? So we've got these little lights set up here. Yeah. So if we stay here, if you guys just kind of sit, is it all?
And trying to get spirits to activate a number of motion sensors placed within the tunnel.
Don't think I'm dead.
Hello. So it's like this. Anyone there? Hi. Hello.
Yeah, if you can walk towards her.
Oh,
If you sit there, yeah, you sit there. And then
Can you come towards us? Anyone there? Hi. Hello. Can you walk towards us, please? You look at these, if the motion sensors go off on the side. Does red light, we do a red light go off? It's white.
No.
Oh, it's white, is it?
what you'll notice is put some of those things in at the very end.
Yeah.
What we noticed last time we done this is that they would disappear and come back. So see, yeah, if you want to call out to Spirit.
Spirit, are you there? Are you there? Anyone here? Anybody here? Please show yourself.
Yeah.
Anyone there? This one. I know, always think it's the glow stick. Is it me? Is it my eye?
Does anybody else want to help?
Hello!
But yeah, you'll notice them disappear and come back quite a lot.
Can you set these motion sensors off? Can you walk towards us?
Keep thinking silhouette.
At the very end.
Yeah.
Is it got colder or is it me?
It goes in pockets along these tunnels, so 1 minute
Yeah,
you'll
it
be
does
really
feel
hot
like
and you'll be really cold. And then
Matt and Becky were using an app that emulates an Oculus and gives a random word generated by the environmental factors that the mobile device picks up. This device has access to a word bank, and it's alleged that spirits can use their energy to fluctuate the environment and pick specific words from this database.
he wanders.
You're brave, man.
Oh, Edward. Edward. So we had Edward come through last time that we've done this. So the same name has come through.
What on your?
On here, yeah.
Who are you, Edward? Who were you?
Yeah.
Who were you when you were human, Edward?
Did you put a REM pod down? Yes. Yes, we've got a REM pod. Do you? There's something really exciting. No, we don't have a music box. No. So this device that's got the light on has a little antennae on it. You have to come up to it. If Matt can demonstrate, he will show you what it will do. So can you hear that noise? Yeah. So you have to be really close to the device. So what we can do is we can take a walk up and go down the second tunnel.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah? Yeah. So, you can do, yeah.
At this point, we continued deeper into the underground tunnels. Although nothing seemed to reply to our calling out, the tunnels did feel very odd, and we kept getting a number of chills and cold spots throughout.
One of the older tunnels, if it's back to Napoleonic time, we will feel if we're going down at a bit of an angle and it does go a bit uneven at the bottom. So just be careful. Bed. Okay. So yeah, as you can see it goes down.
Becky then proceeded to lead a few members of the group into one of the side rooms, where we continued to do a little more calling out and investigated further with some of the equipment we had on hand.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Feeling okay? Yeah. Good.
I think she's in the other room.
There's still a little bit of light out there at the moment, which is nice. So we, same as the other room, we have a lot of responsive mockery. We're not making a mockery. In here and the next room and this corridor, there's normally a lot of. There is someone walking out there at the moment, but footsteps and just noises that we hear in there.
Yeah, there's a group opposite.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to do some calling out to spirits and see if we can get anything. There's paintballing that they do in here.
Yeah.
It's not a nice way. Some crew.
That was nice. Wasn't any devil worshipping over here, was it?
Not that I know of. I think there was a little bit spray painted just as a, as they do. People that broke on. Not that the owners found us anyway. They take around.
I'll be swooning back.
Didn't Francis Drake allegedly sell his soul to the devil for the Armada to win in the Battle of Armada?
Really?
I think that's something to do with the devil on Devil's Point,
Oh, we have.
which is why I think it's called Devil's Point.
We have Lady Mary on the island that visits quite a lot, which is his wife. Apparently she used the island for extramarital things. And she apparently used the island for affairs. But you'll smell quite a lot of rose perfume smells. And we've all looked around the island, there's no rose bushes on the island. But apparently she... Over here. You're over here? Where?
Yeah, I heard of something.
That was a sign.
That'll be the dockyard.
I think that would be right, probably.
They do track testing, don't
But yeah, it said that apparently Lady Mary still visits here from time to time. We've got a few spirits in here.
So she likes the men, so maybe she might touch one of the men for us.
Yeah.
Come on, Emma.
Here we go.
She's my pen.
Just our next area.
Yeah, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Saturday. Is it not gone off again?
No.
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh no, 3:20. 3:20. I don't know what that
3
went
o'clock
off.
from that.
Yeah, normally John, he's got an alarm on his phone, he plays with the speaker and then change routes.
Right.
And that's the air raid on it.
Okay.
But why was this going off? Because it's not time.
Shouldn't go off, it's not time yet. You're all there,
Yeah.
So if who was told that?
Regarding Sir Francis Drake and his alleged connection to the devil, some Spanish mariners were so afraid of Drake that they believe he had practiced witchcraft. Drake was rumoured to be in league with the devil, and to possess a magic mirror that allowed him to see the location of all of the ships in the sea.
Yeah, so this picture will be in there towards the end of the evening. We're going to do like a call out, but all the groups together. There's a room that was stored ammunition. So
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old.
Oh. What's your name, Bobbit?
Are you the boy that fell from the roof? So yeah, there was a boy that fell off. I don't know if you had when he was coming through. On the chambers just opposite us. They were re-roofing the roofs there, and the little boy fell off and died. But it's said that he's still here as well. But yeah, this picture was taken by another group. This lady wasn't feeling very well at the time, and Prentice Pass was just snapping pictures of me. And it wasn't until they later reviewed it that they saw this picture. So I'm going to show you it all, okay?
Yeah.
So this is the passive, this is the lady.
Oh, wow.
But I don't know if you can see that white mass. White mass next to her.
It's got sailor's hat. Or chef's hat.
Yeah, so in that room they would have had to wear completely cloth clothing, hats to stop any sparks. And one of the historians that, sadly we haven't got this time, but said that looks like what they would have worn in those rooms. But, yeah, really
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah, really lovely picture.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's gone really quiet.
It was then time to leave this area of the tunnel, so we began making our way back to the entrance where we came in.
My mum said.
He's upset.
Oh, mine's got off. Oh, that's the first time tonight.
On the way to the exit, we were interrupted when a number of EMF devices began going off simultaneously. As you'll see later on in this video, this island has no live electricity and has no connection to the mainland. Therefore, there's nothing that should have caused this anomalous EMF detection.
What happened to you?
So that's weird. Took some flash photos down there. It's very dark down there. I'll look through them and see if I found anything. But yeah, so far, very creepy tunnels. Enjoying it. See what else we find. On the way out, I stopped for a chat with Matt. So what are your thoughts on the spirit box?
A bit of both, yes and no. We've had different things. We've got one that ourselves that we've used at home.
But it's come back again.
And we set it up one evening. We sat there, had a load of information come through. A lady said she had, I think it was 3 children, and it gave us their names. It gave us loads of information about this lady. Didn't think much of it. The next day I went online, thought I'll type in her name, so I typed it in. It turns out that she lived in our house.
Brilliant.
She had 3 children, all the names matched us up.
I heard you say about that, yeah.
And that freaked us out. So
Yeah.
But again, it all depends what sort of mood and what atmosphere there is.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any bad energies here?
There's definitely something. I don't think demonic or anything like that, but I think a lot of soldiers were here, especially now during Christmas time. They probably wanted to go home with their families, so they were stationed here. And we know for definite that there was 2 people that passed away here. There was a roofer, this is back in the 60s, I think, or the 50s, and his son fell off one of the roofs and died. And about 20 metres from where he passed away, when it used to be, it was a climbing instructor. It used to be a kids' retreat over here, and he was showing them how to abseil. Right, all you guys lean back and he didn't have his rock on. And he fell, and it was literally within 20 metres of where the other guy died. So that's quite a hot spot as well. That's done by the casemates with the tea and coffee and stuff is down there.
Cool. It was then time for us to exit the tunnels and move on to the second area of the evening. Leaving Becky and Matt behind, we met up with our next set of guides, Jonathan, Rebecca and Graham, who were going to lead us to the upper World War II gun battery tunnels and cannons. On the way to this next area, I had a quick chat with Graham about some of his favourite pieces of paranormal equipment. What's your favourite bit of equipment that you've got?
Probably the SLS camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, my favourite.
Have you got that hooked up to a
I've
tablet?
got it here, but it was fully charged this morning. I've only used it within sort of half an hour and half the battery's been drained.
Cool. Always fun.
So I've only got 50 minutes worth left. So I've turned it off and we'll use it a bit later.
Cool.
But something's drained it already.
Okay.
Spirit box to say then, details,
Details.
as he was talking.
Yeah, as he was talking.
That was
Now
really-
we've had that all day where we've had earlier there was me and Becky just doing this. It said pacing. They said yes, so they're obviously looking at what we're doing.
Because I heard it go details and
Yeah.
I thought how weird is that, because he's just giving us
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
So we're just walking up to the top now, where the artillery is, I believe. So this is where the old guns would have been. So we'll see what's happening up here. I'm quite excited to go up here because this should be quite cool.
Downstairs here was the ammo stores. That side's where basically the gunners would have had their rest rooms. That beeping noise is actually me. Sadly.
This is really cool. Just a lot of like empty buildings basically. So as they said, there's no power on the island, so I shouldn't get anything when I hold this up to here, which I don't, which is exciting and proves the point that there's no electric. Yeah, again, we're walking around at the minute, but this is really cool. And yeah, I'm going to go back through again and just call out. I might fire off the, if I can find where I put the EMF, no, the EVP, that one's for you, Jordan. I will fire one up and just see if I can catch anything in here kind of by myself. I'll place it just on a shelf over there. So, I was walking outside, so I might pick that up. Is there anyone here? If you're here with me, speaking to the little orange light I've just put down in that windowsill. Speaking to that device, and I should be able to hear you, hopefully. Tell me your name. Tell me who you are. Thank you. Cheers. I'll listen to that later. I'll listen to that in a bit, see if we got anything. Hopefully we did, but we'll see, and I'll let you know. Obviously I'll play it out for you. Okay. Heading into the tunnels. Hello, there I am. Heading into the tunnels. There's other people in here ahead of me, but I'm coming in now. So we'll see. I'll flip around so you guys can see. These are some really cool tunnels. These are the side rooms. That one's really warm, weirdly warm just here. Where's my hand? Weirdly warm. Let's just see if we... Just curious. But that's too warm. Just get my camera to follow. There. That's like really, really warm on my hand. I haven't got a thermometer with me, unfortunately, so I'll have to make do, but nothing on the EMF. And then we have another very cool do not enter tunnel that looks like it has an old elevator of some sort. Kind of want to know where that leads. That looks really cool. Is there anyone in this tunnel? Give us a sign. It has been said that you like to grab people and pull on people's hoods. I am wearing a hood, so please, if you want to, grab hold of mine and we'll see. I'll stand here for a second and just see whether you want to. Please pull on my hood. I'm asking you to, I give you permission to. I'd like that contact with you. Okay. Just more for curiosity, I'm going to just see whether... Go on, touch my hood. Grab hold of my hood. Use your hands and just get a hold of that now. No? Okay, thank you. Unfortunately, I have got to keep moving because obviously people... A couple of side rooms here. That's a cool side room. Let's just go in here. I keep forgetting I can turn the camera. So that's a really cool side room. Some of these apparently are a bit weirder than others, but generally this island has a lot of tunnels. Some of them are quite creepy. And yeah, I don't know. Let's go. Oh, this feels treacherous. Grave pebble. Yeah, I don't know. Interested, what's this? I've put some glow sticks down there, obviously, to indicate to avoid hitting your legs on that, which makes sense. There's another side room here that I'm just going to step in for 2 seconds. I'm just going to throw down, again, if I can find it, my voice recorder. I'll just put that down and ask a few questions. Just shout out to the room. Is there anyone here? If you're here, can you tell me your name? Speaking to this device here and it'll pick you up. Can you tell me why you're here? There's people further down in the tunnel. Can you tell me who you are? Can you tell me why you're still here? Thank you for your time. I'll end the recording there. Again, I'm going to review these later just because of the number of people around. So it's a bit tricky to review now. What's down here? More darkness. Lots more darkness. Wow. Oh, this is a cool room. So he did say that some of the rooms people feel certain things in and experience certain things. Hence why I'm in here. I'm just curious as to whether I'll feel anything standing here. Again, it's been said that you like to pull on hoods. Please pull on mine. I'm not really getting any odd feelings in here, but if you are here, knock on one of these pieces of wood. Knock on one of those and let me know you're in here. Just bang on one like this. If you can do that, I'll let the rest of the group know. Okay, thank you for your time. I'm going to keep moving. I must be getting towards presumably getting towards the end of the tunnel now. Like I said, there are other people down here, so there's no guarantee that I won't hear them or see them in the background of my shots. Let's turn the camera around again. I'm going to put my recorder just in this little... You guys can ask questions. Is there anyone here? Can you tell me your name? Why are you still here? Who are you? Okay, thank you. Again, I'm only doing quick bursts of EVP purely because of the background noise, but we'll see if I've got anything and I'll overlay them. Thank you for your time. I'm leaving the tunnel now. Tunnels were really cool, really enjoyed that. Like I say, I'll listen to the EVP, see if I got anything, and if I did, you'll have heard it. But yeah, generally, really creepy. Really enjoyed walking through them. Hopefully, we'll find some more stuff as we go around. Like I say, this island very much is in the middle of the Plymouth Sound, so it is one of the kind of most famous locations in Plymouth, very central to the rest of the place. So that's quite cool. And yeah, like I say, we're just heading over to the next zone now for a bit of switch over. But I'm really enjoying this. This is a place that I've wanted to come my entire life. Obviously being from Plymouth, it's been somewhere that's kind of been in my periphery. And having the opportunity to finally be here is really cool. It is everything I was expecting. It is as cool as I was expecting. Everything is as good. Put the glasses on for a minute. Everything is as good as I was expecting. Everything just feels old and derelict, which always makes for a cool location. So yeah, as we're heading through, we'll see what else we find. Try a few more bits of gear, see what happens, and hopefully find some cool stuff. Once we'd finished in the World War II tunnels, we headed over to the Napoleonic casemates, where we met our next guide, Bear. Here we stopped for refreshments, and then went into one of the casemates to watch a film about the history of Shadow Tor Paranormal and how they came to investigate this island in the first place.
We're all set up here on Drake's Island. I'm Matt, most people call me Bear. I've long been fascinated by Drake's Island. I work and teach here in Plymouth. Historical recreations are my speciality, bringing the past to life with 3D game levels as well as digital artifacts and archaeology.
We're going to be scanning a lot of the historical features in 3D, historical remnants, things left over from the wars. But also the island has an undeniable atmosphere, with a lot of people saying the place may be haunted.
So the best thing for us is to conduct some experiments on Drake's Island.
We get in the casemates, this is the Napoleonic casemates, this is what you saw in the video, these used to have cannons in. They were reused in World War II as bunk rooms, and in the 80s as well, reused them as bunk rooms for the adventure centre. Sometimes there were some generators as well as communications rooms. What we found with the K2s is we can get readings which are electromagnetic readings we can't explain, and you can follow them, but they seem to follow through the doorways that were put in during World War II, and not through the doorways and the archways earlier. Which is fascinating, and I can't really explain it. I can say that's a ghost or an echo of the past, but I can't guarantee what it is. But I would like you to grab a K2 meter. Maybe not the ones being a bit weird, I don't know what's going on with them. Let's say that way.
At this point, we were given free rein of the casemates. Armed with K2 EMF meters, we were told to go to various areas of the casemates and search for any anomalous readings on the EMF devices. I took this opportunity to do a little more investigating with a few other pieces of equipment, and generally wandered the casemates for a little while in the footage you're about to see. Okay, so hopefully you heard all that. We're now doing a bit of a solo walk around. I've got my K2 in my pocket, and we'll see what we find. I'm just going to go in one of these side areas. This is the blue door that I think you just mentioned. So let's fire up my EMF in here. See if we pick anything interesting up. It's actually a little bit bright with my light on, so let me just dim that. Okay, so if there's anything in here, please come towards me. Come towards this light I'm holding, and it should light up in response to you. If you can walk over towards me, that would be great. I'd really appreciate that. See if there's more down here. There's another one. Jesus Christ, falling down a ditch. Oh, this one's cool. This one's quite dark. A very old looking floor. Big boarded off wall. Big wooden boards. I'm gonna use this opportunity while there's no one else here as well. Put down my K2. And I'm also going to throw down the dictaphone. That's now recording. Okay. So, is anyone here with me? Can you move towards that green light on the K2 meter? If you make that light up, it will signal to me that you're here. At which point, obviously, we can engage in some more communication. If you walk towards it, I'll hopefully pick you up. And obviously people will see that you're here. So if you are in this room, head over here to this little step. If you're talking to the device next to it, I also should be able to hear you hopefully. So yeah, this is your chance to talk kind of uninterrupted and to communicate uninterrupted. So if you try that now, we'll see what happens. Can you light up the meter if you are here? Again, I'll review this later because difficulties come up there. But thank you very much. I'm going to move on to another area. As people were approaching, I decided to move on to a different area of the casemates. I'm going to just keep walking. See what else we find. This one looks quite cool. We'll go in here, I think. Yes, this is nice. Ooh, table. Ping pong table? Ping pong table. Got an EMF in one hand. I'm going to put the EVP recorder down on the desk in front of me. You can't see it, but it is there, so take my word for that. And I'm just going to talk into it. So if there's anyone here, please come towards this device in my hand. You'll be able to see the lights. So if you walk towards it, the lights will flash. If you come towards my hand, it will light up, and I'd like to see a sign that you're here. It'd be really cool if you could talk into that device that should be recording on that table. Yeah, there's a little device there, just on the table, that you should also be able to talk into. If you're speaking to that, I should be able to pick you up. Put that back down. And yeah, if you could talk into that, it would be fantastic. I think I'm just outside the focus there. So yeah, if you could talk into that device, talk to me, that would be much appreciated. Can I? So that should now follow me as I walk around the room. The camera should adjust for this. Now the light won't move, so it's going to be iffy. I am just going to move a little bit and see if, hopefully, it will track my face. So yeah, if you walk up to me while I'm holding this device, which I'm going to hold out to my side, it will light up as you come here. I'm a little lower down just in case there was a child spirit. I'm not really getting anything on that, so I am going to go see if other people are picking much up. If you've spoken to me at all, I will hopefully be able to hear you in this device on the table, which I am now going to pick up. Should be able to hear you in this if you've spoken into. Thank you for that. See you soon. Again, I seemingly got no interaction from any sort of spirits here, so I made the decision to move on to another different area of the casemates to try and maximise my time. So I am going to walk around with this out in front of me for a minute. Phasmophobia style. If you're here, can you walk up to this device, talk to me? I'm just going to dim my torch slightly. Can you walk up to this, set the lights off, and I should be able to hopefully see you. It will give me an indication that you are here, which would be very cool. So if you could do that, that would be great. Otherwise, if you touch me in any way, tap me, push me, bang on any of the walls or the metal struts, anything that's nearby really, I should be able to pick that up. It was then time to move on to the final part of the evening. In this section, all guests on the island would converge into the ammunition store, where we would proceed to collectively do a vigil. We would call out to spirits, we would sing a song, and then some members of the group would go off into some of the tunnels and do a bit more investigation, which is where we found some of the most compelling evidence of the evening.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds wake at the sight, glory free from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah. Christ the Saviour is born, Christ the Saviour is born. Right, if there are any spirits here who enjoyed our singing, we're here to wish you a Merry Christmas. Please come closer to us. Use our energy. Right, should we try a hum version of that, right?
Yeah.
If you see us,
It's the red box that's changed colour. Yeah, I can see down to green too.
if there are any spirits here, please come closer to one of us. We don't mean you any harm. We're just curious. There's lots of us here. You can use our energy. If you like the look of anyone, you tap them on the shoulder.
So, as you would have just heard, we did a little bit of sing-song. We sang some Christmas carols, we hummed some Christmas carols. Obviously, silent vigils. Clue there's silent, had to have the light off, so you didn't see anything. I don't think anyone felt anything particularly, but there were a few weird noises. There was a metallic scrape that may or may not have been attributed. Upon re-entering the ammo store, I encountered Matt and Becky, who were investigating in a tunnel around the back. This tunnel connects on to the underground tunnels that we were investigating earlier in the night, and it's here that we encountered some of the strangest activity of the evening.
Pan round. Here. With flash. That's it. And then done it.
Oh well, flash, yeah. At this point, we decided to call out into the tunnel to see if we could provoke a response. If there's anything down there, can you make a noise? Can you show yourself? Can you give us a sign that you're down there? Bang on a wall or knock on a gate? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you, can you do it again? If that was you down there, can you make that noise again? Nothing significant happens for the next few minutes. However, after a couple of minutes, Graham comes to see us. He tells us that him and Matt are looking for the source of the loud bang that we all heard moments ago.
About 2 minutes ago, did you hear that bang?
Yeah.
Me and Matt are just trying to figure out where it's coming from.
It sounded between here and down there. It sounded like that way.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, where was that? We thought it was at Silverboat.
No. We've just been trying to figure out where it's actually come from.
It sounded like it echoed from down there.
Yeah, from that side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's in the actual chambers.
But nobody's gone out yet.
No.
No.
Yeah, because the one time someone came in, we heard them.
Yeah. That's what freaky, because we didn't think that either, did we? We just assumed it was someone else. Yeah.
And that was just after we heard another noise down this end.
Yeah, I thought I'd come and check all that. Nothing on the Oculus, everything seemed dead. Yeah, apart from that bang, which
There's quite a bit there after that.
So that was really weird. As you'll have seen there, we heard a bang. We had a series of bangs. Couldn't work out what at least one or two of them were. So yeah, a bit weird. Honestly not sure of the source. So we kind of investigated and came up with no obvious conclusion. So I don't know what that was. Hopefully you heard it in the recording. If you didn't hear it on this, you may have heard it on the voice recorder that I had running, so I'll analyse and we'll go from there. Things then go quiet in the tunnel for around 10 minutes, until a little later on when Bear joins us down the end of the tunnel where we previously heard the banging noises. This time, Matt tells the spirits to use our energy to try and interact with us. And little do we know that the spirits may in fact do just that.
Use our energy. Come forward. Chuck a stone, make a noise, scratch a wall, touch one of us. Breeze is picked up. That could be anything. Weird noises again. 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 Weird noises again.
Did you just whistle?
No, that's not going to whistle as well.
Is there anybody down there?
No.
It sounded like it was down there.
Yeah.
is it your video?
That's alright, you're very volunteering. Go.
Because we've had whistling down there before.
At this point, Bear is genuinely concerned that a guest may have wandered off and somehow gotten in to the locked off tunnels. Because of this concern, Bear and Matt go and investigate to see if any guests are further down there.
Is there anybody here?
That was definitely down there.
Yeah, it was, isn't it? Two mats. What are two Ronnies? Two mats.
And they were never seen again.
If there's someone here, please accept this sacrifice.
Oh, it is someone.
You're meant to be used to this.
I know I am. It still gets me every time.
Is there anybody here in these tunnels with us? Sorry, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thought I heard a scuffle. I was expecting to see somebody just pick around. No. Is there anybody in this tunnel with us? Is there somebody here who made a whistle sound? Please do it again.
There's a bullet. There's a bullet down there that I don't. That sounded metallic, whatever
Like
it was
a
that
metal,
fell,
yeah.
and there's a shell down there.
Does anyone here please make a sound? That was you whistling. Can you do it again?
Time to leave the islands fast approaching, with us now starting to say goodbye and begin to pack down and head back for the boat.
That's the alarm. Goodbye. Thank you for letting us come around.
There was while you guys were over there was a metallic noise, and that was on the floor.
Literally, we had it and we were like, what was that? You could hear it, like, hit the metal. Yeah.
That was
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 The metal. Yeah.
that was the noise.
That's twice we've found it, man.
Yeah.
So that's
none there.
ammunition rounds, Rob. We've had that before.
Yeah.
There's pebbles around people.
Is
it warm, cold?
Yeah, it's got its room temperature. Nothing exciting.
Textbook.
Good, well, that keeps turning on.
Scan.
Quiet in the other room.
Yeah, it's really quiet.
Yes. Oh, the alarm's gone off.
Yeah, we might be on our room.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Goodbye.
Right, everybody. We're going to start heading out. If there's anybody here still in the tunnels, living or not, please come with us. That was quite a clear whistle to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are supposed to have a ridiculously long shelf life. This one's cheap. These ones cost a fortune. They're supposed to be they stick on the side of the main camera.
I think I left my voice recorder in there.
Did you? Good job you remembered.
I can't find it in my pocket anyway.
Oh, possibly, yeah, it was in the corner, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's a trick. Yeah, I can't find it in my pocket, so. Hopefully. Sweet. Hopefully that picked something up while it was left on its own. As you've just seen, I left my voice recorder running in the tunnel as we were leaving. I'm now going to replay that entire clip of footage, but with the voice recorder audio from the static voice recorder left in the tunnel to see if it picked up anything that we didn't hear as we were walking out.
That's the alarm. Goodbye. Thank you for letting us come round.
There was, while you guys were over there was a metallic noise, and that was on the floor.
Literally, we've had it and we were like, what was that? You could hear it like hit the metal. Yeah.
That was the noise.
That's twice we've had it, man.
Yeah.
I've been up and down this tunnel, and there was none there.
And when you come round, we've had that before, yeah. Other tables around people. Is it warm, cold?
Yeah, it's got a room temperature, nothing outside.
Text box. Running initial scan.
Quiet in the other room. Yeah, really quiet. Yes. So the alarm's off. Thank you, everybody. Bye, Sarah.
Good job you remembered that.
That picked it up while it was left on its own, because it was still recording. And that brings us to the end of the investigation of Drake's Island. As I'm heading for the boat, I think it's time to discuss some of the things we captured. Of course, there was the banging, both the first quieter bang and the second louder bang. Now let me know what you think these bangs may have been in the comments down below, because I'm very curious to know your answers. It's been alleged by people that have worked on the island over the years that from time to time ghostly cannons can be heard around the island, and that left a few of us wondering if that second loud echoing bang was in fact a ghostly cannon firing. Then there's the whistling noise. We're all in agreement the whistle came from down the tunnel, so much so that Bear and Matt then went to check. There was definitely nothing down that tunnel, and it was the only time it was heard throughout the evening. So, again, I don't have an obvious answer for what that may have been. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Finally, there's the bullet. I'd argue this is the lesser piece of evidence of the 3 I captured, as I can't guarantee that bullet wasn't there before. But I did hear an odd metallic noise that sounded very similar to the bullet hitting the tray when I tried to replicate it, albeit only once instead of the multiple bounces that it did when I replicated. Again, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. And as I say, that brings us to the end of the investigation of Drake's Island. All that's left is to get the boat back to Plymouth mainland. I will say, Drake's Island was a really interesting location with a lot of history to it, and just a lot of old abandoned tunnels. The personal highlight for me was definitely the underground tunnels that we started the night in and kind of ended the night in. They're definitely a location that I look forward to going back to on my next visit. The entire island had a really interesting aura to it, and I really enjoyed just looking around all of the old run-down and abandoned ruins and buildings. If you're in the Plymouth area, I'd strongly recommend going on a Drake's Island ghost hunt. I'll put a link to the Shadow Tor Paranormal page in the description down below so that you can find more information about this investigation and others that they do. Let me know your favourite bit of the investigation in the comments down below. I'd like to take this time to give a big thank you to the Shadow Tor Paranormal team, Bear and Jonathan, Matt and Becky, and Rebecca and Graham. I'll put the relevant links to their channels and pages in the description down below so you can go and check out them and their videos of this investigation. And with that said, I've been Scott from TEPIS Paranormal, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.